Hi, I'm Lavanya Mohan, and today I'd like to demystify some of the ideas behind behavioral interviews. Let's look at why organizations have behavioral interviews with the help of a story. This is Zoya. She's interviewing for a position of a software tester at an organization. Zoya is someone that's effective at collaboration and works very well with different teams. She constantly seeks new challenges, but she may get bored if she's required to do similar tasks over an extended period of time. She thrives in environments with less clarity. This is Rohan. He's also interviewing for the same position. Rohan is extremely hardworking and can be trusted to get the job done. He's a good communicator and he thrives in environments with a bit of clarity. Clarity about role, about growth path, and so on. Both Zoya and Rohan are excellent software testers. So, who will thrive in this organization? To help answer this question, let's look at the current state of the organization. The organization that Zoya and Rohan are interviewing for is a small, scrappy startup. At the startup, they're trying to solve some complex problems, but they do not have a product market fit and their priorities change often. They're a small 10 people team, so they do not have clearly defined roles and responsibilities. People are often expected to wear multiple different hats to fill different gaps. Now, with this context, who do we think will thrive in this organization? Zoya probably has more chances of success at this point. In behavioral interviews, interviewers are looking for alignment because alignment makes winning easier. But an important point to note here is that people change with time. Their life circumstances change, and organizations change as well. So, a yes or a no in today's interview does not necessarily mean the same outcome in the future. Now, what do interviewers look for in these behavioral interviews? They look for signals about alignment. And how do they do that? They do that by asking open ended questions. Open ended questions about your achievements or your failures, about your motivations or your values, about different aspects in your resume, and so on. Your stories, your learnings, your experiences give interviewers the signals that they're looking for. Now, how do we prepare for behavioral interviews? Well, it's hard. Different things are important for different organizations, and the interviewers ask different questions based on that. But here are some tips to help you prepare for behavioral interviews. Think critically about what you want next, what will make you happy and successful. Reflect on some successful outcomes from the past. What made it successful? What could have made it even better? Reflect on some failure experiences from the past. What were the lessons that you learned from it? What were the changes you made so that similar failures did not happen again in the future? Think about how you can help the organization succeed, what skills you can bring to help the organization. A note about some questions related to failures that may be asked in behavioral interviews. In most reasonable organizations, it is not a trick question. The interviewers are typically looking to understand how much accountability you take for the failures. How do you react to tough situations? What lessons did you learn? What changes did you bring about so that similar failures do not happen again in the future, and so on? It's not a trick question. Typically, at the end of interviews, You may be given some time to ask questions to the interviewers. Use that time well. Use that time to ask questions that are important to you. They could be questions about culture, growth path, anything that's important to you. It's a time that you can use to understand if you will be successful at that organization, if it's the right fit for you. I hope these tips help, and I would like to wish you the best for your next interview. Thank you.